The long-simmering tension between Jay-Z and 50 Cent has fueled behind-the-scenes industry talk for years. Now, 50 is bringing that history back into the public spotlight. By revisiting their past clashes, he openly addresses the power dynamics, influence, and far-reaching control that Jay-Z is believed to hold within the music world. According to 50, many figures chose to stay silent at the height of their rivalry, and he is now highlighting the moments and individuals he believes were affected by that standoff. His comments have reignited interest in a feud that shaped hip-hop dialogue for decades, underscoring just how deeply their conflict influenced the culture. Industry insiders have speculated about quiet tension surrounding 50 Cent's inclusion in the Super Bowl halftime show. Rumors suggest Jay-Z may not have been fully supportive until Eminem stepped in to advocate for 50's spot. Whether those claims are exaggerated or misunderstood, they have continued to fuel discussions about influence and hierarchy among hip-hop's biggest names. For many fans, the story reinforces the perception that Eminem has consistently stood by 50 Cent, shaping how their long-standing bond is viewed today. Despite his massive success, 50 Cent is often praised for remaining loyal to those around him. Artists like Tony Yayo have described him as a true hip-hop legend who stays grounded and accessible, especially to those still coming up in the culture. Fans frequently contrast this with Jay-Z's image as more untouchable and larger than life, highlighting a clear difference in how the two icons are perceived within the community. Jay-Z has long carried a reputation as a calculated, business-minded powerhouse. Critics argue that many of his moves are carefully designed to expand his reach and maintain control within the industry. Supporters, however, insist his success is simply the result of undeniable talent, relentless work ethic, and long-term consistency. Over time, figures within hip-hop, including 50 Cent, have questioned the carefully crafted image surrounding Jay-Z's partnership with Beyoncé, suggesting it functions as a strategically managed union. While fans continue to celebrate them as one of music's most dominant power couples, Jay-Z's prominent presence at major events like the Grammys has fueled ongoing debate about how deliberately he shapes his legacy and protects an untouchable image. For years, industry conversations have also circled around Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship, sparking debate over whether their union helped strategically elevate their careers. Supporters maintain that their bond is genuine and built to last. Critics, however, have occasionally raised questions about Jay-Z's loyalty, largely driven by tabloids and online speculation that has never been proven. Similar discussions have resurfaced when reflecting on Rihanna's early rise, focusing on how new artists enter the spotlight and how industry power structures can influence those beginnings. Ultimately, these stories remain mostly speculative, forming part of the mythology that surrounds the biggest names in entertainment. Jay-Z made national headlines early in his career when his name became linked to a high-profile incident involving music executive Lance Rivera at New York's Kit Kat Club. The case drew intense media attention, and Jay-Z later acknowledged his role by entering a misdemeanor plea. That episode became one of the most talked-about chapters of his early journey, a moment that still resurfaces in discussions about his rise to prominence. Over time, Jay-Z has publicly admitted to past mistakes in his marriage to Beyoncé, a rare moment of openness that reignited curiosity about what may have been happening behind closed doors. That curiosity intensified after the infamous 2014 Met Gala after-party elevator footage surfaced, showing Solange confronting Jay-Z while Beyoncé stood calmly nearby. The incident sparked widespread debate, with fans and commentators analyzing the moment and questioning the deeper family dynamics that may have led to such a tense confrontation. For years, both insiders and fans have dissected the many layers of Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship, especially because their professional achievements and personal milestones unfold so publicly. Speculation involving other high-profile artists has only added fuel to the conversation. Beyoncé's calm and composed presence amid constant rumors has deepened the intrigue. For many observers, these dynamics continue to raise questions about whether their partnership is driven by strategy, deep loyalty, or a blend of both, ensuring that one of music's most powerful couples remains endlessly fascinating. Ongoing media attention has kept Jay-Z's personal life under relentless scrutiny. Rumors involving other prominent figures repeatedly spark public debate, leading fans and industry watchers to view these stories as a reflection of how celebrity amplifies every move. This constant attention drives conversations about power, influence, and the fragile line between an artist's public image and private reality within the music industry. A recent legal filing has renewed attention by adding Jay-Z to a lawsuit originally filed in October, tied to allegations connected to a 2000 MTV Video Music Awards after-party. Jay-Z has firmly denied the claims, calling them false and emphasizing that any legitimate investigation should take place through criminal proceedings rather than civil court. He also criticized the attorney involved, suggesting the case is being exploited for personal gain. The filing has reignited broader discussions about high-profile legal battles in entertainment and the intense scrutiny public figures face when serious allegations surface. While much of the industry tends to stay silent, 50 Cent has consistently spoken out. During a recent appearance on the Flagrant podcast, he criticized the culture of secrecy and influence within music, arguing that many remain quiet to protect their own reputations. His blunt remarks highlight his long-standing tension with Jay-Z and expose broader power dynamics, hidden alliances, and unspoken rivalries that have shaped hip-hop conversations for years. Fifty Cent took things further during an appearance on Big Boy TV, using his trademark humor and fearless commentary to take aim at Jay-Z. He jokingly critiqued Jay-Z's recent fashion choices, connecting them to broader artistic trends, while making it clear that he never holds back his opinions. In an industry often driven by caution, 50 remains unapologetically outspoken. If he has something to say, he says it regardless of who's watching. Jaguar Wright has also spoken candidly about her experiences in the music industry, including her time working around Jay-Z. She describes him as a highly strategic and commanding figure whose influence few are willing to challenge. Her comments add depth to the ongoing discussion about power, hierarchy, and control in hip-hop. At the same time, 50 Cent has repeatedly pointed to the close ties between Jay-Z and Diddy, portraying them as two powerful figures operating within the same sphere. In his view, the key difference lies in their approach, Jay-Z's subtle, calculated strategy versus Diddy's more visible tactics, highlighting how influence can be exercised in very different ways at the highest levels of the industry.